Hi guys, Everyday Knife Guy here, and I've got a very cool knot or hitch to show you today, and that is the Prusik knot, also known as Prusik hitch, Prusik loop, a variety of different names. Please excuse my furnace kicking in the background there. And as you can see, I'm going to demonstrate it with a joined cord of two colours. I think that shows off quite nicely what we're looking at here. It's a very simple coiled hitch and very strong, as you can see, and great for attaching, great for kind of campsite work or making an attachment point for anything that you're doing with paracord. And just a really useful hitch knot, very strong and very versatile. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how easy it is to undo, which is another nice point about it. There we go, we're all done. Yeah, so I've just joined a piece of paracord together here to show you how symmetrical this knot is and maybe make it a little easier to understand. So first things first, we're just going to make a loop like so in our paracord. And this is easier obviously if you're using something to attach it onto. You could just use your finger to demonstrate, I guess, but I'm going to use this dowel because it makes things nice and easy easy to follow. So we're going to take our loop like so and go over the top of the dowel. And sorry, my camera's having a little bit of trouble focusing here. And we're just going to take our working ends and go down through that loop. Now you can actually complete this knot with a loop, so if these were tied together so you had one continuous loop of cord, you can make this knot in that way, and obviously when you're finished, if you're using a loop, you then have a hanging point rather than these two loose ends, which is very useful. If you want to look at Crockett 20's channel, he has a very cool demonstration of this knot where he uses an actual Prusik loop to show you how to hitch tarps for rigging up a shelter, and that was a very cool video, which kind of reminded me that I hadn't done any on the Prusik knot, so kind of inspired me to do this one. So go check that out. If I can find it, I will leave a link to that in the description. Anyway, so we've done our first turn. It's a very simple knot. This we're simply going to go back underneath what we're attaching to with our two cords, come over the top. Now, as we come over the top, we're going to make sure that our new cords are between our first turn around. Come over the top again and down through the loop again. Okay, so just push them through like so. So we've done two turns around. You can see our newest turn is in between the first turn, and we're going to do the same thing again. So back round, underneath, over the top, and back down through the loop. Now you can see the way I've coiled this around, we're a little bit off center with our join in the cords. I can fix that in a second, so I'm going to pull those down through there. And then we're just going to pull on these and waggle it back and forth. I'm actually going to pin the join in the cords there in the center and try and adjust these as I go so that it becomes nice and symmetrical. If I can manage to do that. That's not bad. You can certainly see there how this is a knot that's clearly split into two halves. You have 3 coils from the right hand strand of the cord or loop and 3 from the left. So underneath it will look like that, and over the top looks like that. And the harder you pull on this, basically the tighter this bite will cinch down on top of the two working ends here, and the better it will hitch on. Super strong knot. Actually looks really cool in decorative fashion, and it's just really annoying me that I don't have that central. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this to match up a little better. There we go, nice and symmetrical. So you can see there quite clearly how it is. And yeah, as I say, if these cords were, I'm just going to make a very rudimentary knot here to show you that this was a loop. So if this was a loop of paracord, you've now created a very secure, very useful hanging point. You could put this onto a branch or onto a ridgeline pole or something like that, so you have a hanging point within a camp or just anything really. I mean, I use stuff like this even around the workshop, and very useful for hanging up tools, things like that, and really simple, really easy to do and undo knot, and even as a loop, it's obviously still easily able to become undone like so. Alright, so there you are guys, that is the Prusik knot or Prusik loop. Very useful knot to know, and I hope that was simple enough to follow. And thanks for watching. I'll be back with more paracord and knife videos soon. Cheers.